All right, this is 1518 Pennsylvania Avenue in Lorraine. We did a cleanup for him a couple years ago, and he needs our help again. Super cool dude. These front beds, definitely need to clean this out. These are all weeds here that we just need to get pulled out. I think we did mulch here last time. I'm not quite sure. The quote's long gone in a different system, but anyways. We need to get these weeds pulled out. We can trim this burning bush way back. Trim his hedge line here. Get all these thistle, this maple tree, if we can pull it or even cut it all the way down. I'll give him a quote for mulch as well. Same thing here. This is all weeds. We need to make sure his utility box gets cleared, so just be careful if you're string trimming. Because there are some, if I remember correctly, lines or pipes or something hidden back there. This weed, again, the burning bush, bring it way down. Rose of Sharon, we can trim that way down. And then all these little maples, pull all this out. If I remember correctly too, there are cactus with spikes. Yep, there they are. So just be careful where you're reaching, because those things will get you. Rose of Sharon, trim it way down. We've got some pretty tall weeds back there. We've got weeds back here. We need to get all this debris cleaned out. Anything hanging over the driveway, trim it back. We could string trim all of this. Yeah, we did do mulch back here. Shoot. It's all overgrew. Ugh. Alright, this needs to all be completely removed. There's no plants in here. This is all just weeds. Pull all of it out, however best to do that. Spray it, douse it, whatever. I'll give him a quote to do black mulch through here again. This too, yank it all out. Clean this out completely. This tree, we can trim it way down, so it's more of a shrub, if possible. We do have a post right here, so just be careful what you're doing with the hedge trimmers, but this can get cut pretty much to here and shaped up. The rest of this is just vines and weeds. We can clean it out. This, again, clear it out. We want nothing but mulch here. This tree, if we can trim up as far as we can get it, so it's just a little bit more condensed, it's not overhanging the garage. That's fine. All of this can get cut back if we can string trim this down. This, we can just either pop it out, cut it to the ground, but that's just a weed tree. We've got another weed tree there. And then, alright, that's not as bad. All the way back by the fence there is another weed tree. We can either remove it or cut it down to the ground. This trumpet vine, this can be cut back a lot. Condense this. This thing grows like crazy. Trim anything just overhanging. We can trim this back, trim this back. This is actually coming from the neighbor, so if we can just cut this and pull it off, cut that, we can actually cut that too and pull it off. Again, trim as much of this as we can. This can all get removed. String trim along here and clean up the weeds, and then if we can clear this, anything coming over his fence line, cut it back and get it removed so it's clear for him. Anything along here, get the weeds in the driveway, and that's pretty much it.